Want to come to you today and see. We've had a lot of people recently ask me about, what their house is worth in this market, and things have been so up and down with the way rates are going and inventory low and those kinds of things. So it's an odd market. I don't know if to call it a crazy market, but it's just the market that we happen to be in. But when you want to know how much your house is worth, I want to give you three things that we can use together to get you a solid value on your home. And I want you to think about that too. It's like, yeah, I know what the value of my home is, but I'd like to take it a step further and do what we call a net seller sheet. So you know actually how much equity you have in your home. That's your buying power. That's really, to me, the most important thing. So your house is worth X, and we'll take away everything else that you might be there. But really want to give you an idea of where your house is at, so you can figure out what your equity is and figure out if it makes sense for you to buy or sell or refinance or whatever you want to do with it. So let's jump right in. First thing is I want to make sure that you're using the right tools. The MLS is good. If you actually look down in the and below here in the blog or on my site, this will be linked in there. But there's a way that you can actually jump on my site, look on there. It's got that free home valuation on there. That's easy to do. You can catch that on the link below. And then as far as I call myself a tool, but if you want to use me. I've been an appraiser. I think most of you know I've been an appraiser now since '98, so 25 years as an appraiser. So pulling up the values and finding the right places to go to find the information that you want and get it more accurate. So the closer you get to talking to someone like me about your value, the more accurate you're going to be. If you're just kind of looking at it, that online tool is actually a pretty good deal, where I give you at least a good ballpark and show you some of the properties that are similar to yours that might determine where your value is. So that's a good help. Second thing on this is you want to make sure, most especially in this market, that you're using properties that have sold recently. So from an appraiser's perspective, just real quickly, we want to try to find stuff at least within 6 months. In this market, I like to try to find them within the last few weeks or at least the last month, 2, 3. So the closer that we can get to the time we're doing the valuation, the better off you're going to be. So it's going to be important to make sure that you find something that's recent, that actually reflects what's going on in the market with all the stuff that's going on in it right now. And then the last thing, to work with somebody or team that one is experienced, trained up in what they're doing, and somebody that you can trust. So hopefully that's me, but please find somebody that's going to help you out, that you actually knows what they're doing, and that you can trust and know that they're going to give you some good information for you. Also, another thing that we think about is in finding the right person to work with is what upgrades, what improvements, what amenities are going to bring you the best return on your investment. So whether it be kitchens or bathrooms or flooring or paint or carpeting or roof or whatever it might be, if there's things that you're thinking about doing in the house, let's talk about that. Find somebody that you can talk with about it. I'd love to talk to you about this anytime. We do this quite often, actually. Bryce, what can I do to increase the value of my house? What if I want to do this, or this? What's your best option for that? And then also the importance of finding the right person to work with on this is that you want to beat the competition with the marketing. So a marketing plan is critical. And any agent out there can throw it on the MLS. That's kind of the three P's. The three P's of that, that a lot of times place it in the MLS, place the side of the yard, and pray that it sells. And we want to do a little more than that on it too. So find somebody that actually is going to have, and get with somebody. Obviously, we do that. We've got a great marketing plan for these, but that's marketing specific for your house so that it gets as much exposure as possible. So those are three things to think about when you're trying to get the market value of your house. And as always, feel free to reach out to me. I don't want you to guess on this stuff. Get with me, even if it's early on in the process. The more time we have to work with, the better. And as always, I love to talk to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.